That's one thing you can do with yoga, obviously. It doesn't require any machines or paying any money.
Physical power.
Exactly. And then, of course, you have the mental part, which is a huge area. But there's a very important part, which is not spoken about much, and that is the emotional. Not just emotions, happy, sad, so much, but in yoga it's called Bhava. Bhava. B-H-A-V-A, Bhava. Bhava. Yeah. So, Bhava. Yeah, and it's got a heap of meanings, Bhava. Bhava, it's attitude. It actually means life, it means experience, it means expression. But in this sense, it means your attitude. Yeah? Which is, of course, is very important. If you approach something with an interested, positive, caring attitude, obviously the results are going to be better than if you approach something with a negative, uninterested, pissed off attitude. Yeah? It sets you'll still get some results, obviously, but the results will be better depending on the attitude, because it's described, bhava is like the petrol in the car.
It's something like intention.
Yeah, intention as well. Intention is leading more into willpower, but it's attitude. The attitude that you have towards it.
What's the difference?
Well, intention is I intend to go to town.
Okay.
What is my attitude going to be on the way? Am I going to be pissed off that I have to go to town and be grumpy the whole way and not notice anything because I'm in my head saying, I don't want to be here, blah, blah, blah.
Intention is more specific. It has a specific
Intention.
object.
Exactly. Intention is an intent. It's like willpower. I will do that. Mm-hmm. Whereas I'm talking about bhava, which is the attitude, the way you express yourself in the process, which it's the energy that gives you the fuel to move in a certain direction. Yep.
Do we have some tips how to change this bhava? Because sometimes you would like to have the better attitude towards something, but you cannot change it.
Yes.
Can you help by meditation or by work?
Well, the thing about it is, because we're not really conscious of our intentions, so I've slipped on these, our attitudes, because mostly we're just responsive. Something happens and we react to it. Someone says something and you go, oh. Yeah? Or someone says, oh, you're beautiful, aren't you lovely? And we go, ah. Yeah, we're used to just reacting. We don't same with our body. Most people, their bodies, they don't think, oh, well, if I do this every day and take a deep breath, it's going to be good for me. We just react, get up in the morning, only move the body to do things and react to our circumstances. But in yoga, we look at all the different parts of a being, and the attitude, you consciously say, okay, well, I have attitudes. Okay. Mostly I just respond to things. Someone says, oh, I love you, and then you feel love, maybe, if you're lucky, towards them. Someone says, I hate you, and then you feel negative towards them, because that's just reactionary. Yeah? But in yoga, same as we don't wait for an exercise machine to come along and so that we can exercise, we do it deliberately and learn how to do it. So we've got control of ourselves. It's the same with the attitude. You actually, every day, practice different attitudes. Yeah? So one of the foundation ones, of course, which we do every day, is we take our awareness to the heart, center of the being. And in yoga, normally you practice what's called metta, which is a feeling of wishing everything well. Wish it well. The whole world. You open your heart, practice opening the heart consciously and expressing well-wishing everything. Wish everything well. Yeah, that's one attitude, isn't it? To wish everything well. Wish everybody the very best. Wish the world situation would improve. Focus in the heart, open your heart, and wish everything well. It's called metta. It's a practice. And once you practice it, you think, oh no, I can't do that. Oh no. You practice it a few times, and then you find, oh wow. And the fruit of it is not only that it has a positive influence to the world, because that is maybe, maybe not. But what you do experience is an opening of your heart and a connection between yourself and reality. So you're not just isolated, locked in your own head. The feelings and the attitudes, they actually put you in touch with reality.
This is opening your heart. It's the part of feeling gratitude, or it's different?
I'm getting to that one. So well-wishing or metta is not that easy to do straight off. I wouldn't recommend you start with that one, although it's the other one is compassion, feeling compassion for the suffering of all the little birds and little insects and the spiders and the worms in the ground when we throw our poison on them, kills them. You know, all our fellow creatures, feeling compassion for them. There's another one that's practiced a lot in yoga. It's another heart one, compassion. Feel the suffering of the world and send out positive energy. That one is a very good one, but again, it's difficult to do that. So what I've found myself, and I recommend, is gratitude. Find it very easy. Do you enjoy putting food in your mouth?
Yes.
Be aware that that food is another creature that has given their life for you. This used to be common. No one used to teach this thing back in 10,000 years ago. Everybody knew it. They actually killed something, grabbed it, ripped it out of the ground or killed it, and they always said thank you. It was just normal. It was normal. It's not a special practice, not some woo-woo. Ooh, people go like this. Fair enough, but it's not. It's just normal. Yeah. Same if someone came and ate me, I would hope that they would be grateful for my body. But it's an opportunity to feel gratitude. And again, it's a heart practice. It's a bhava. Most of them stem from the heart. It opens your heart. And gratitude is a very positive emotion. If you're feeling genuine gratitude, I'm so thankful. I really appreciate it. I'm going to have a sip of this lovely tea. And just not towards anyone or some invisible God, to Mother Nature. That was a tea bush, and the water fell out of the sky. It was provided by Mother Nature, and the milk was provided by a cow, and all Mother Nature. You just be grateful to Mother Nature for providing. And what do you feel? Well, me, I feel my heart open up. Sometimes tears come. You feel a profound... And you can't feel pissed off, you can't feel upset or all those things if you're feeling profound gratitude. It's a panacea for almost everything. And the thing is, you don't have to wait for someone to give you a present. Most people, months go by, they never feel gratitude ever. Someone gives them a present or they get something special, and they, oh, thank you. And that lasts for about a minute. It's just a thank you. That's it. The heart doesn't really open. No tears spring to their eyes. Nothing. Just oh, thank you. And then they're on to the next thing. Oh, what else can I get? That's a different attitude. That's a normal attitude. And it's very destructive because we take more than we need and we're constantly on the lookout to get something to make us feel good. But anyway, Bhava, a very important part of yoga, is practicing quietly in your own room. Don't tell anybody about it. Don't talk to anybody about it. I'm doing it now because I'm sharing some yoga knowledge. It's a very personal thing, the heart. And just see if you can open your heart, see if you can feel profound gratitude. Spend 5 minutes. You can say it out loud and say, thank you, Mother Nature, thank you. And then once you've learned, the beauty of yoga is once you've learned one practice, once you can do that with gratitude, and you feel your heart open, feel that connection to reality, to all your fellow beings, fellow creatures, the whole world, then you can duplicate it. Then you can take up another practice. What else?
Contemplation.
Yeah, well, it is a contemplation, you see. That is a contemplation. But I mean, you can replace gratitude with what?
Love.
Gratitude becomes love. You don't. People always jump to the love. You can't practice love. It's not possible. I can't suddenly love the whole world.
Happiness.
Happiness,
Positive
same
attitude.
again. We always jump to happiness or love, and there's nothing wrong with that. But happiness is, for most of us, is because of a circumstance, right? The beauty of gratitude is that it turns into love. You feel grateful for, that tomato plant that gave its life for you, or its seed, or whatever. And then you start feeling love for it, It grows into love. Love is like a fruit of a practice. It's very hard to practice love. You practice a practice, most of the yogic practices will evolve and grow, and the fruit will be universal love for every single thing in the whole cosmos. And the joy that you get from that is not a happiness from receiving something. It's a joy, an inner joy because your energies, this energy, and that energy, this energy, and that energy are all engaged and expressing nicely. That's where the happiness comes from.
Peace.
Yeah, shanti, the peace. But again, the peace is a little bit difficult to practice. Although, the beauty for me is gratitude leads into all those things. Because once you've had that experience, you feel peaceful at the end of it. When all these things are open and awakened, and you feel that connection to reality in the world, you don't feel separate, you don't feel isolated, you don't feel lonely.
Connected, peaceful.
Feel
kind,
connected.
love.
And then afterwards, the afterglow is peace and joy and love. But that's a stage down the road. So, yeah. So any excuse you use to practice, and don't be afraid to say it out loud. Say, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. When you get, start with things that you like this, or having a shower. Thank you, Mother Nature, for this lovely hot shower. It's a silly little thing, but it's not. It opens your heart, and you get this lovely afterglow.
Is there a practice like this for belonging, being a part of the universe or something?
Well, this is the practice. The easiest one is to feel gratitude for just the simple things. And then once you've got some skill to it, you can go and feel grateful for being able to breathe in. Yeah? And then you look and you see the light from the sun reflecting off all the creatures. You see all this lovely movements and greenery and sky and clouds, and you feel grateful for that.
Yes.
For being alive. You can be grateful for being alive. Yeah, like that. So that's Bhava. It's a very important part. For me it is anyway. I haven't heard other people talk about it actually, but I haven't heard much. But anyway, yeah, for me it's a very important part of the whole process.
It is possible to be every time in this stadium, so
You don't want to be every time anything. People say, oh yeah, you should be in a happy and blissful state the whole time. Brrr.
Boring.
Life is like this. And if you open your heart, some people say, oh, I'm always in a state of, well, I don't know who, I've never heard anyone. Maybe some people have said it. My experience is if you open your heart, you experience everything. You don't just shoot up to blissful, profound states of joy and ecstasy. You go down to the depths of suffering as well. When you open your heart to the suffering of the world, what's happening, what we're doing to Mother Nature and the fellow creatures. More creatures going extinct now every day than It's yeah. And personally, I don't want to be just like that. I don't mind going up,
Yes.
but you don't want to stay. You don't want to stay down. When you go down into the depths of suffering, you got to remember to just it comes and like a wave, and let it go and come back to a normal state. Even when you go up into states of ecstasy, again, you appreciate them fully, respect them, let them go, and they pass, and you come back to a normal state. If you get stuck down there or up there, you'll psychologically you'll end up a bit loopy. And it's a simple enough practice to do because you don't need anything. You just say, okay, I'm going to go into my heart. What's happening? And you have a look. It's at the same time you're having a look in there. So what's happening in there? What am I feeling? And then deliberately practice. I suggest gratitude, but you can choose anything you like. If you go for love, it's a bit hard. It's hard to do that. But know that whatever simple one you start with will grow. If it grows and blossoms, it'll end up in love and joy.
So the gratitude is the key, and it's tips speaking about to approach for anything with the right attitude and how to build this attitude just for a few minutes. Be grateful.
And you choose something that's akin with, that you like. And once you've learned how to do it, it's mainly the opening of the heart and the focusing on that attitude and the intention to focus on the attitude. And once you've learned to do one, you can copy it and do anything. You can focus on anything and do the same similar sort of practice and awaken it, whatever it is. You want to contemplate, say you want to contemplate the universe, and how we're just a part of that and feel that oneness with everything. Mm-hmm. You can do the same practice. You could start with gratitude just to lead you into it, and then you can expand it out. Think about Mother Earth, how we're spinning around in space, and how Earth is creating all these creatures springing into life. And how there's other billions of other stars and things exploding. It's all just a wonderful play of energy. Poof. Now we are part of that. Connected. We're not here and connected to it. We are it. We're part of the whole thing.
It feels like we are right now here. For example, without practicing this, we are standing on the ground. But as soon as we sit down and practice, feel gratitude, this gratitude is just a small window that opens the space without gravity. Like it doesn't have particular way. It's like you just getting inside of this window and you levitate and you can choose whatever direction and expansion you want to take.
Right. And the other positive aspect
And everything is here,
yeah, that's it.
Infinite.
And the other very important part is you're then no longer a victim. Oh, I love you. Now you're allowed to feel love. Yeah? Why can't you feel love any time you want? Why can't you feel oneness? Why can't you feel... most of us, we're victims of circumstances and other people. Well, I'm only going to feel gratitude if I'm given something really special. And then I'll feel gratitude. Well, how much are you going to feel in your life? You're going to be miserable. Or, talking about love, you can go to that extent where you can open your heart and feel universal love for every single creature, expand it out, Start with something simple and expand it out. Then you're not dependent on other people. People say, oh, I want love in my life. Well, start practicing now. Don't wait for someone to come along and say, I love you, because that's probably not going to happen. Or one, they'll say, oh, I love you, you're so beautiful, aren't you wonderful? And then a year later they go, I hate you. You're a pain in the ass. You're not doing what I want you to do. And they turn. People, we're complicated creatures. But, just being a victim emotionally from circumstance. You don't want that. You want to gain some ability to experience friendliness, oneness, gratitude, compassion, and love at will. Make yourself feel good. Take control of your attitude, not just of your body. Take control of the body, yes. Take control of the energy, yes. Take control of the mind, yes. But also take control of the heart. That's Bhava, very important part of yoga. And it's related to freedom, because then you're free, aren't you? If you want to love someone, an person, most people only love people or animals or dogs or cats and people, that's it. That's very limited. How many people can you love in your life? Father, your mother, your brother, sister, your uncle, your best friend, second best friend, third best friend. If you're lucky, you've got like 8 people. Tiny amount of love that is. Who would want to just settle for that much? Why not go for universal love? Expand it out. Go for broke.
Including yourself.
What?
Including yourself.
Well, that's a hard one, but yes, exactly.
But what do you mean for universal love? What does it mean? What's the meaning of that?
Everything. Everything around us.
If you learn to open your heart, right? There's no limit. This heart space is a space, and space has no dimension, it's infinite. I can love this cup here, and this table is a very nice table. And this plate is doing a great job. Look, that will be a plate for the next billion years if nobody does anything to it. Those atoms will continue to spin around perfectly.
Yeah.
They're all just different atoms, you know. Loving a person is loving a bunch of atoms with an attitude, with bits and pieces added on, and you can expand it out. You can start with something simple and just expand it out. It's not that easy, of course. That's a fruit. It's like a tree. You've got to plant the tree, seed first. Give it some water, a bit of fertilizer. And then over time it grows and eventually it will fruit. I wouldn't suggest, well, you can do, go for the universal stage. Start with something simple, gratitude. See how it feels when your heart opens up.